Hey guys, welcome to Pilates Reformer Foundations Flow. This video is designed to operate just like a class. So you're going to be making your spring changes and also getting the stability principles while you're doing the moves. Hope you enjoy it and follow along with me. First, we need to set up our reformer. Make sure your straps are of even length. Put them on the pegs or the shoulder blocks. Your headrest can be up or down, and your foot bar is properly geared out for your height. We're going to set up for leg work, which is done on our backs or supine, and most people like 3 or 4 springs on their leg work. So put your 3 or 4 springs on and get started. If you'll roll down onto the reformer, onto your back, and then put your heels on the bar, legs in a parallel position. They're about 4 inches apart. We're going to organize neutral position in our pelvis, draw the abdomen in, and start the leg pressing. Now everything we do today is going to be 10 repetitions, so we'll start with 10 repetitions on leg pressing. And as we press in parallel, this is an easy position to feel neutral spine, neutral pelvis. Feel the abs and the pelvic floor drawing in and up towards your midline. And this is our last press in parallel. Then we'll simply pull down, turn the legs out, and continue in Pilates V. Pilates V makes it a little more challenging to stabilize the pelvis, so make sure that you have those hips stable, abs drawn in, and you're pressing. Pulling the carriage back in. And last one. Then we'll pull home and step wide on the bar. This is called second position. Second position, pressing 10. Inhale as you press out, and exhale as you pull in. Squeeze with the glutes and thighs, and then pull in with the hamstrings and the hip flexors. And 3, 2, last one, and pull home. Now return to parallel with arches on the bar. We're starting bridging. Bridging starts with an imprint, tipping the pelvis back into the mat, creating your flexed spine position, and then rolling your bridge up. I'm going to keep the carriage still on this one. I push mine out a little bit to give these hamstrings a little more room. Rolling the hips up and rolling the spine and hips down. Now, how high does your bridge go? It goes as high as you can keep your rib cage laced down and together. You'll feel if you were to push your, flare your ribs out, you could go higher, but in Pilates, the bridge stays low and stays with a flexed spine. It's your choice on breathing. You can inhale on the way up or vice versa. And last, rolling bridge. Squeezing those glutes and abs, and now we'll turn this move into a floating bridge. Now we press out and pull in, keeping the bridge and keeping your imprint down low. So you can feel you got your spine flexed ever so slightly. Neutral spine is always great as well. Pushing out and in, keeping parallel. Stay centered. Inhale as you press out. Exhale as you pull in. And last one, we'll pull in, home, and roll the hips down. All right, good start on the legs. Now let's work on the abs a little bit. We're going to step up to tabletop position, curl our bodies up, and start single leg stretch. The abs move. Extending one leg straight, and then switching. Shoo, shoo, shoo. You want a sniffing breath on this move. Shoo. That keeps pace with your legs. And 3, 2, 1. And tuck back, Pilates baby. Pilates baby is our low recovery position. and you're just rocking those hips a little side to side. All right, double leg stretches next. Return to tabletop and curl yourself up. Now as you curl up, try to organize your curl so the neck isn't straining. You've got positive tension in the abs. Keep that tension. Extend the arms, extend the legs, and then tuck them back in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. This is a tough move. Let's just do 3 more. Tip that head back just a little bit to keep the strain out of your jaw. And last one, we'll tuck back to Pilates Baby. Now set your feet on the bar and twist the hips just a little bit. Slow and strong as we twist. All right, we need to make our spring change now. We're going to spring down 1 spring to go to a little bit lighter for the rest of our leg work. So you can curl off the carriage, sit yourself up, and take 1 spring down. So if you were on 4 springs, go to 3. If you were on 3 springs, go to 2 springs. Then you'll roll yourself down to your shoulder, returning onto your back. And we'll start our Prancing series. Now we've got the balls of the feet on the bar. We're going to press out 1 time and then do this move called Prancing. This is a lovely move. Really helps us feel rhythmic, centered. And it's easy to feel your neutral spine, neutral pelvis position. So use Prancing just to get re-engaged with neutral. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then lifts and lowers. These are our calf raises, lifting and lowering. Keeping the legs straight but not locked. Staying in neutral position. And 2. Last. Next lift, keep it up. Now bend the knees deeply and press out. These are thigh presses. Keep the heels high as you bend and press the legs. Trying to pull the carriage in and press it back out with strength and control. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull 2. Last one. And pull home. Great. Return heels to the bar, legs parallel, and we've got our single leg press next. Going to lift the right leg to tabletop and press with the left. Now, if you handcuff your left hip and feel that hip stay stable, because boy, that left hip sure loves to drop on most people. Squeeze through the abs, the glute, and the thigh muscle to make your press, and then pull back in with the abs, the hamstring, and the hip flexor. And 2. Last one on the left, then press out, put the right heel on, left leg up, and continue 10 times. Right leg, single leg press. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull. Squeeze those muscles harder than you need to, as if you were pressing 6 springs, not just 3 or 2. Squeeze it out. And as you pull back, pretend there's no springs helping you. You've got to pull that carriage back with your Pilates magic. Last one. And pull in. Great job on Prancing and single leg series. We're going to change now to our arm work springs and get ready to do our Pilates arm work on our backs. Now, most people's arm work is 1 or 2 springs. So set up a little light. Make sure you can do the moves. And remember, you can always change your springs in between. Now you're going to get your arm work straps ready. Make sure you're prepared as you roll back down to grab those straps so we can keep moving with pace. We're going to start with parallel arm pulls. Step the legs to tabletop. Bring the arms straight. forward and down by the sides. Now we're in tabletop position first. We want to imprint for safety, so make sure you're flexing your entire back into the mat. Your back and your rib cage don't pop up, not at any point. Parallel arm pulls, nice and smooth. And last one, parallel. Now we'll bring the arms out to V shape. 45 degrees. Using the chest muscles to pull down. And using those core muscles to stay stable. And 2. Last one, we're going out to T, T-shape arms. Bringing them out to the sides and then pulling in strong. Using these lats. Now you can change your leg position if you like to go to straight legs. Go for it. 2. Last one. And we'll go to arm circles now. Circling back and out. Inhale up. Exhale, circle around. Nice and strong on these circles. Keep control of the rib cage. Shoulders under control as well. And last one. Touch your hips and let's go to the other side, other direction. Arm circles. Coming out and up. Inhale around. Exhale down. And 3. 2. Last one. And we're going to finish the arm work series with triceps. Going to flex and extend at the elbows. Keeping the arms steady by your sides. Elbows tucked into the sides. Elbows 1 inch off the mat. When you straighten the arms all the way, you can actually touch the mat. And 3. 2. Last one. Great. Set those feet on the bar and recover. You can twist the hips a little side to side. Butterfly the legs in and out. Let's do a figure 4 stretch. Step the right ankle over the left thigh. You can bounce a little as you stretch that glute muscle. And we'll switch legs. Go on the other side. Left ankle over the right thigh. Stretching that left glute. And we're moving on to feet and straps. Now, most people's feet and straps are 2 springs. So if you don't have 2 springs on now, go ahead and curl yourself up and make your change to 2 springs. Feet and straps is my favorite reformer series, so I hope you enjoy this with me. Let's curl ourselves back down and set up for feet and straps. You're going to push the carriage out with one leg, put the other foot in the strap, and then hold that leg steady in tabletop. And then you bring the original leg up. It's also foot in the strap. And you press the leg straight. Now this straight leg position we call the diagonal. This is where all our moves start on the diagonal. So remember that cue. The first move is straight leg raise. So you're going to lift your straight legs up and then pull your straight legs down. Lifting up and pulling down. And as you do straight leg raise, we're returning to our stability principles, keeping the pelvis and spine stable. Keep them in neutral position as you do all of these moves. Next move is leg circles. We're going to bring the legs up, split them apart, circle them around, and pull them together. Inhale as you split and circle, and exhale as you pull around and through, nice and strong. Keeping that spine and hips stable. That's really challenging on leg circles. Last one. Going this way. Now we'll connect the heels like a Pilates V, and we'll do our straight leg lifts again. Got the legs turned out. Oh, that stretch feels good on the hamstrings. And we're keeping those hips and spine stable. Squeezing out the glutes and wrapping the thighs. And last one, we'll do our out and up circles now. Bring the legs low, splitting them out, circling them up high, together and down. Out and up circles. Inhale up. Exhale around. Oh yeah. And the next move is froggies. We're going to bring the heels together. Keep wrapping those legs out. Squeeze the heels together. You're keeping your Pilates V. And then you're tucking the legs in and pressing out. Such an awesome move for the glutes, inner thighs, pelvic floor. So many muscles working here on froggies. While you're doing these froggies, try to look for length through your spine, through the back of your neck. Create your long torso as you do this move, really opening up the hips as well. And last froggy. And we'll go into some stretches now. Tuck your last froggy in. Peter Pan stretches next. You're going to grab those ropes. Kick one leg out. And stretch that leg out to the side. When you're holding the ropes, you have a little bit more control over the legs, what you want them to do. That's why I like to hold the ropes. Now we'll go to the other side, Peter Pan. You can contract, relax this stretch, bending just an inch and then squeezing the legs straight and then do it again. Really powerful way to stretch. And then we'll tuck that leg in and go to our hamstring stretch now. Hamstrings, kicking them straight up, then pulling on those ropes, tucking the arms into the sides, lengthening out through the back of the neck. And you can rock a little between neutral and imprint. That's going to give you a nice feeling of lengthening out the backs of the legs and calves. And then straddle stretch. Keep the legs up high and kick them out wide, straddling out to the sides. Just taking some nice breaths as we touch on this mobility. You can rock the hips a little side to side too. Open leg rockers. Feels really good. And then we'll bring the legs together and we'll exit feet in straps. Take the strap off one foot, put that foot on the bar, and take the strap off the other. Peg your straps, and then curl yourself up and over, off to the side. Great job on the Supine series. We're going to move right along into our kneeling abs front series. So let's get set up. Kneeling and facing front. So let's get set up, kneeling and facing front. Now you want one spring on this series. Most people like either one heavy spring or a medium spring. The first move on this kneeling front facing series is called kneeling abs front. You're going to tuck your legs in and pull your legs back. Now we want to organize neutral position here. For most people it means giving this pelvis a little bitty tuck and keeping it by drawing the abs inwards. As you squeeze out through the glutes, we're trying to create the co-contraction of the abs and the glutes. That's the secret sauce in Pilates. Inhale out, exhale in, and last one, pulling in. Now we'll continue that move with the movement coming from the arms. So one time you're going to sit back, then one time pull the legs back. Now hold this position. Pull yourself up with your arms, and then push yourself back with your arms. Inhale as you lift, rising up, and exhale as you float back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, float back. Looking for neutral spine or even a little back extension if that feels good for you. Inhale up, exhale back. Last one, kneeling abs 2, and we'll tuck the carriage in, bring it home and step down to your right. The next move is called lunging. On lunging, you're going to press the carriage back, extend your spine, then pull the carriage in, flexing your spine. Inhale back, exhale in. Inhale back, exhale in. Drawing the abdomen inwards the entire time. And last, lunge right here. We're going to lunge back, stay back, and stretch the hip. A little bit of pulsing is nice. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and pull the carriage home. We'll continue on the other side. So you can walk around your carriage and set up for lunging on the second side. Near side foot on the shoulder block. Then extend the leg back, extending your back. Flex the leg in, flexing your back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. This is the only move we do in the series with the knee down. Last one. Lunging back and flexing in. Now we'll simply lift up and press the leg directly back. This is called standing leg press. Inhale as you press back. Exhale as you pull in. Keep the foot on the near block. And try to keep the hips stable. So when you press back, your pelvis doesn't pull backwards. It stays still. Just the leg moves. Yeah, 2. Last one. And pull in. Come across to the other side. Same treatment. Standing leg press. Pressing it back firmly and then pulling in strong. Inhale out. Exhale in. Three, 2, last one, and pull. Great job on the kneeling front-facing series. Now we're going to move to a great series called rolling back. You need the same spring that you had on front-facing series, just one spring. This move's a little easier with a heavier spring. It's a little bit harder with a light spring. Rolling back, you're going to sit on your carriage about 6 inches off the back edge. Put your feet in the headrest area, legs straight, and then cross at the ankles. Then you'll stack up, hands to heart. Imprint, roll yourself backwards. Then flex forwards. And then stack the posture upwards. Imprint, roll back. Forward fold. And stack up. Really make sure you're flexing your spine here. We don't want to lean backwards. We want to roll backwards with the abs, articulating the spine. 2 more rolling back. Oh, that feels nice on the abs. And last, roll back. Now stay in your half roll back. We're going to do bicep curls next. Simply extending the arms, flexing and extending, using the bis and the tris. Tip the head back just a little bit to take strain off your neck. Keep your rolled back position. And 3. Squeeze those bis. 2. Last one. And extend up and sit yourself up. And that's the foundations of the rolling back series. There's a lot of great more moves in that series. We've got one more series today, and that's our kneeling facing rear series. You're going to set up your lightest spring. Your very lightest spring. As this series is challenging with resistance. So you'll be kneeling with your thighs on the blocks and your hands on the back rails. If you have stickies, you can get those stickies for the rails. The first move is kneeling abs facing rear. Again, the movement actually comes from the legs, but the abs are holding you stable. They're helping hold the arms, the spine, and the legs all stable. That's why the abs get taxed here with positive tension. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend. Trying to stay neutral. And last one. And you're back. Sink back to a shell stretch and recover. All right, we're almost done. We got 3 more moves. Let's move on to kneeling triceps facing rear. You're simply going to grab the strap on the shoulder block right next to you and do a triceps kickback. Exactly like we use dumbbells in the gym. Tucking the arm in the side. Staying centered. And just moving the lower arm. Inhale out. Exhale in. 2. Last one. Yeah. And let's switch arms. Kneeling triceps left. Pulling that left arm back. And flexing it in. Really feel that triceps burn. This is a good one for the backs of the arms. And 2. Last one. And we're in. Last move. We're doing kneeling abs facing rear a second time. That'll do it. And let's do this with the flexed spine. So pull the carriage in 1 time. Set your imprint, your flexed spine position. And start the move again 10 times. Kneeling abs rear. Flex spine position. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend back. And 3, 2. Last one. Oh, yeah. And we're back to a shell stretch. And we'll finish today with one of my favorites, seated wheel stretching. If you'll move your legs, move to the very, very front edge of the carriage. Sit towards the side, and your legs are straight on the floor in front of you. I know you can't see mine. Let's start. Seated wheel stretch to finish our flow today. Folding down, rolling back, stacking up, folding forward, and rolling back, and stacking up. Nice soft shoulders, soft neck. And last one. And roll yourself up. Hey, had a great flow. Hope you had a good time too, and your body feels good. I'll see you next time. Pilates with Matthew. Bye.